Hi, I'm Helen, this is Robin, and we're here today to talk to you a little bit about the importance of having a category growth story.
A few years ago, I heard a quote from a buyer saying, if you haven't got a category growth story, all you can talk about is price.
Who do you think then should create the category growth story?
This activity should be at the heart of a successful business. It should be driving operational and commercial plans, and it should be doing that because it's bigger than the business. So it's about the category, every customer, every prospect, every brand, and including rivals. You should be trying to effectively plan their future for them as well as your own. The category growth story really is written by a category development function, but the whole business, suppliers, agencies, customers, prospects, shoppers and consumers all have a role to play in providing the material that this story will be created from.
So how do you build a category growth story?
First of all, we suggest you take a really good look at what you do now. Secondly, we'd suggest getting closer to all your key downstream stakeholders, so customers, shoppers and consumers. And thirdly, you need to start writing the story and telling that story. So to go back to step one, what do you do now? We encourage our clients to take a really good look at what makes them usefully different to their competitors. And this is something you need to keep looping back to at the end of the storytelling process, is actually come back and hopefully you've moved things on and made meaningful changes over time.
They can often forget, can't they, what makes them usefully different in the marketplace, what makes them unique. And really it's a lot of it's common sense, isn't it, when you go back to kind of grassroots and say this is why we're different and this is what we stand for, and really that will help to kind of build that story and be able to take that then to the trade.
Yeah. Secondly, you need to get as close as you can to customers and prospects, to shoppers and consumers. And obviously, there's lots of ways of doing that, including potentially talking to businesses like ours about primary consumer research. But equally, it could be just being mindful in store whilst you're doing your own shopping. And then thirdly, it's really starting to create the story. And that story should show how you're uniquely placed to create and serve the pockets of growing demand in your marketplace. This isn't a set piece category vision. The pace of change in the world has never been greater. So you do need to keep writing and rewriting this story. And hopefully every time you tell it, it gets a little bit better, like all the best stories.
That's it, isn't it? That's kind of nirvana. That's the pot at the end of the rainbow. It's understanding those kind of the needs that aren't being met by other brands. How do we fill that white space that might exist within the marketplace? The point you made around getting fresh eyes in, it's often when you are constantly in that churn and that the daily work that you forget what the end result could be. And I think getting someone in to look at that for you and look at it with fresh eyes is really, really important, because that can almost help, start with that blank sheet of paper and ask someone that question, what could we do better? That's where both of us can definitely help businesses and have helped businesses in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have that category growth story, we hopefully can be the catalyst for change, because I genuinely believe if you're not going into a buyer with a category growth story, then all you have to talk about is price. What we're talking about is an investment of time and energy and emotion in something that goes way above price and still puts money in the buyer's pocket at the end of the day. So that's what we're trying to achieve. So yeah, thank you for the chance to talk about this, Helen. It's been really interesting.
No problem at all. Thank you for all your insight as ever. And we're
Great.
here to help.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, everyone.
Brilliant.